This is Imran Hossen from Bangladesh, and I'm operating a company, EyHost Limited. Uh, so I'm going to share some insights about our Bangladesh DNS security and the IPv6 implementation that's happening and that's happened last few years. So Bangladesh, welcome to my presentation is strengthening DNS security and IPv6 implementation in Bangladesh. And we Bangladesh is like the prominent AP Asia Pacific regional country, and we playing vital role shaping the future network technology. So in an ever evolving digital era, the landscape of Bangladesh stands out of as a dynamic and vibrant era from technology advancements. Today, I will delve into the significance of the navigating the complexity of the DNS security and the IPv6 implementation within this dynamic environment. In Bangladesh, if I say that the ecosystem of the network, how it's developed right now, and we are serving the network from Bangladesh. There is the domain sector is like there is a ccTLD registry in Bangladesh. There is many hosting companies. They are offering the services for cloud services, and we have many ISPs also, and we have few data centers here. So these four type of ecosystems actually is very vital. They are actually playing vital role to the establish the network in the ecosystem. So like the all measures stakeholders are using the Bangladeshi ccTLD like the .bd domain. So .bd domain is like very popular right now in Bangladesh. So in that ccTLD previous 2022, we had a lot of DNS attacks and DNS abuses there. So last year's our ccTLD registry implemented the DNSSEC and IPv6 there. So now we are secure the Bangladeshi top level domain .bd and .bangla. So there was a lot of issues behind, and our users uh, got lot of effects. Like sometime it's happened like google.com .bd, people are browsing google.com .bd, but it's going to different address because of the DNS issues. So now the DNSSEC actually helping a lot to protecting that type securities. And the hosting companies, they are actually reselling the ccTLDs and also the top level domains they are selling here. All Bangladeshis are taking the services from Bangladeshi companies, and already top level TLDs are already have the DNSSEC implemented and ccTLD also. So hosting companies connecting the all domain with the hosting servers, and hosting servers we are actually going to implementing the uh, IPv6 and DNSSEC on the server side. But if we say about the ratio, I think I talked with few hosting companies or my fellow hosting companies. We have around 10% hosting servers that we are already implemented the IPv6 and the DNSSEC. So a domain connect with around 10% are connected with the DNSSEC and IPv6 right now in Bangladesh. And ISP, there is a lot of ISPs are offering the internet services all over the countries, but few ISPs are implemented the IPv6 there only. and few mobile operator who are actually offering the internet also. There is only one ISP, one mobile operator is implemented the IPv6 recently, and rest of they are trying to implement the IPv6, and major few ISP companies here are already implemented IPv6, but there is like the issues like if customers are asking the IPv6, then uh, they are implement the IPv6 to the user end. Otherwise, by default, all customers are getting the IPv4 till now. And there is few data centers who are offering the servers publicly. The few data centers already ready for the IPv6 implementation, and they're also offering the IPv6 with their server. So if customers is asking the IPv6 with their servers, they are offering. Otherwise, they're not offering. They're offering the IPv4 by default with all servers. In Bangladesh, there is some domain overview here, like .bd and .bangla. This is like 31,000 around domain registered. It was to 2021. So right now, I think it's increased around 1,000. And there is 2 million plus domain registered in top level domains. And GTLDs there is very less, around 29,000. So if I highlighting the few progresses here, so the CCT I already mentioned that ccTLD registered, they uh, implemented the DNSSEC last year, and the critical they actually ensuring the DNS security for the domain from last year. And IPv6 upgradation, I will say already, I already mentioned that few ISPs are already implemented fully their IPv6, but the user side it's not ready yet, because the user already using the old routers here. So all routers are not ready to use the IPv6. So by default, all ISPs are offering IPv4, and the rest of ISP also they have not upgraded their internal core for the IPv6. So majority, I would say, the IPv6 already implemented from the ISP side, IPv core side, ISP core side, but user side, like based on the user demand, they are offering the IPv6. And there is few issues like in Bangladesh, the all ISPs are offering the like the some special caching services like YouTube, Facebook, and Netflix. So IPv6 is not implemented on the IP on that services. So for that reason, IPv6 is not popular for the customer side also. There is a few operational challenges I listed here. The resource limitations, so like um, when the IPv6 and DNS6 SEC should implement, so I will say the resource is very limited here. Yes, like when a ISP would like to set up the IPv6 and DNSSEC they want to implement. So there is major issues like they are not getting the proper resources. Resources mean the HR and the hardware also. There is some issues. So that limitations we have, and skill gaps. If we say there is the professionals skill gap is very um, like we are not like ready in our educational curriculum for the IPv6 sometimes. So and in training center we are not giving the IPv6 and DNSSEC training to the training center here. So few ISP is doing, and APNIC also giving some training. So there is still skill gap here, and funding constraints, like all ISPs was set up with the IPv4 with the old hardware. So some ISPs are struggling to get new hardwares and to implement their IPv6. So there is need some funding also. So the small ISPs are still suffering the funding issues. The coordination issues also there, because like the ccTLD and hosting companies, ISPs, data center, if they all are offering the services on the same like IPv6, and if the all stakeholders are offering IPv6 in same time, and if they are aware the customers that IPv6 is very important for their faster services and for their security. So this coordination also is the major challenges here. Like I've already mentioned one thing, the in Bangladesh, YouTube and Facebook is very popular video streaming, but this is not offering to the this is not like offering the IPv6. Like if any user is using IPv6, they are not getting the caching services. And awareness and education, I already mentioned that awareness and education is very important for the user side also. Unblocking the insights from the past incidents. So operational resilience, past incidents have underscored the importance of operational resilience. Building redundant or failover mechanisms into our infrastructure can minimize the impact of the unexpected disruption. Proactive monitoring, like in Bangladesh, um, there was like we are actually set up everything, and but there is the proactive monitoring we are not building sometimes. So like we set up the networks and we set up everything, and sometime and majority cases we never give like any good budget to monitor the network infrastructure. And always user awareness is very important, so we are not sometime is not good in the user awareness sometime. So uh, we know that the DNSSEC implementations, there is a major part is the key management and Zoom signing and validation. So these three things is very important for the DNSSEC implementation, and uh, our ccTLD and the implemented ISPs already trying to do awareness these three things, and they are already very there is some experts there uh, properly maintaining the key management and zone signing and validations. And we had some experiences to set implementation the DNSSEC, but sometimes like the network teams, the user in the network team does not know about the key management. So there is some issues there. So it delays sometime. So, but nowadays we are trying to our customers and give some trainings with the help of Applic and the local experts to how we can easily implement the DNSSEC.
I'm sorry for interrupting. This is Timekeeper. You have 5 minutes before the questions.
Okay. I'm going to forward firstly. So there is few IPv6 transition. So there is few case studies. Here is a ISP called Dot Internet. They did the IPv6 implementation of all the countrywide, and Novacom data center, they developed their infrastructure fully for IPv6. So I'm going to skip few things. There is the power regional expertise, the local insights. We are actually collaborating each other with the ISP and all stakeholders, and strategic networking we build some good strategy, and our government also helping to build the network within the country, and our government also gives some funds. I think I should skip because I have very less time. Uh, the takeaway is like I'm sorry that I did not able to share all the slides because of the short time. Um, Bangladesh is very dynamic digital landscape. So there is a lot of users here, and there is the DNSSEC security enhancement, and IPv6 implementation is there is very good opportunities here, and we have few success stories here. There is some user side, like few banks are implemented fully IPv6 and DNSSEC with help of the ISPs and the domain registries and the data centers. And obviously, I would say that the engagement and knowledge sharing is very fundamental, and collecting growth for the all type of progresses. And in Bangladesh, we're trying to do this type of engagement within our countries. And I will request to the regional experts that we are welcome to you to engage more with us, and we will grow together to secure the internet globally with your helps also. And thank you very much. If you have any questions, so I'm welcome your question.
Alex Meyerhofer from Nikto.at. Thank you for the presentation. You said in your last final words that you would like to engage with the community, and so I'm specifically wondering could the community, especially the DNS community, DNS and registry community, do to help you on your journey? Because I think now it would be the time to ask for concrete information or help in whatever you want to achieve on your journey.
I missed your question. Sorry. Can you repeat in short so I can give the answer? Sorry.
How can the community help you achieve your goals?
Okay. In short, I will say that obviously there is one thing, the more training, and we don't have the more domain registrar here for the top level TLDs like .com, .net. So we are using the VeriSign and others companies. So also there is only one registrar here. So this domain communities, if helps to give some good awareness, the hosting companies, that we should implement the DNSSEC for the all customers, and the data centers, like we are still now we have the 70% more data oversight, like we are using mostly US and UK data centers. So like all the ecosystems, the domain registry registrars and the data centers, if they are giving some good awareness to the hosting companies who are actually working directly through the customers, so we can pass to this awareness to our customers, and the stakeholders like the ethnic or ICANN or the regional, any community or any experts can, if there is any opportunity, they can help to more awareness to the customer side. Then obviously customer will ask to the all providers, the all ISPs and hosting companies and domains, do you have the DNSSEC or IPv6? Then I will say that this type of implementation would be very faster in this country.